Here we have the next installment in the Pixel A series, the Google Pixel 8a. It's meant to be more affordable than the regular Pixel 8, but still feature-packed. So is this the Pixel you should get? I'm Will for GSM Arena, and let's find out in our Google Pixel 8a review. The Pixel A series phones are generally released as a less expensive alternative to the full-fledged Pixel flagships. And this year's model, the Pixel 8a, brings a few upgrades over last year's 7a, like a brighter, higher refresh rate screen, longer software support, and a new chipset. Google has used a similar design here as before. The main accent is the large bar-shaped camera bump. The back of the phone is again plastic. It's flat, but curves at the edges into the aluminum frame. Overall, the phone feels comfy and compact too. And just like last year, the Pixel 8a brings IP67 rated ingress protection. That's good against water submersion, but still a bit less than the Pixel 8 with its IP68 rating. The Pixel 8a's display is a 6.1-inch OLED with a 1080p resolution and Gorilla Glass 3 protection. But there's been an upgrade to a faster 120Hz refresh rate this time around. This means that swiping and scrolling are even smoother here than on the 90Hz panel of last year's Pixel 7a. The refresh rate will dial down to 60Hz when you stop interacting with it too, to save energy. Brightness has been improved a lot as well. We measured around 750 nits maximum when controlling it manually, and with the auto brightness enabled, it can boost to over 1500, a great result. The display looks good overall, if you don't mind the thick bezels, which lend the phone a less premium, mid-range appearance. Still, the contrast is great, and you get support for HDR10 video. For audio, there's a pair of stereo speakers. They scored a good mark on our loudness test, and the audio quality is very good, with well-presented vocals and highs, and decent bass. For biometrics, there's an under-display fingerprint scanner near the bottom of the screen. It's quick and reliable. And the phone can come with 128 or 256 gigs of UFS 3.1 storage on board, and that isn't expandable through microSD. With the Pixel 8a, you get a clean, stock Android software experience, as you'd expect from a Google Pixel phone. It comes with the latest Android 14 installed, and if you're familiar with the stock Android look, you'll feel right at home. The Google Pixel phones bring plenty of AI-based features too. These are similar to what you get on Samsung's Galaxy flagships, and include new functions like Circle to Search. And of course, real-time translation of conversations is a well-known and useful Google AI feature. Besides that, the software support of the Pixel phones is quite special. You get an update every month, which may include security patches or new features. Plus, the 8a has promised 7 years of software updates from the day of its release. That's among the longest support out there. The Pixel 8a runs on Google's latest 4nm Tensor G3 chip, the same one inside the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro. The chipset also contains Google's Titan M2 security chip, and a dedicated NPU for AI-related tasks. The Tensor G3's performance won't break any records, but it's decent. The Pixel 8a has enough power for a smooth everyday performance and some gaming. Benchmark scores are not up to the level of a modern flagship though, more like an upper-tier mid-ranger. On top of that, the thermal management here isn't great. The Pixel 8a exhibited heavy thermal throttling just a few minutes into our prolonged stress tests. The battery capacity here is in the same ballpark as last year, at around 4500 mAh. The phone was able to earn an active use score of 11 hours and 25 minutes, which is not bad for a compact phone, and about the same as what we got from the Pixel 8 last year. The Pixel 8a is rated for 18 watts of max charging power. The results of our charging tests were pretty slow as expected. With a proper adapter, we were able to charge the phone from 0 to 33% in half an hour, and a full charge took a whole 2 hours and 9 minutes. At least there's support for wireless charging here too. One of the main draws of a Pixel phone are its cameras, so let's get into it. Like last year, the Pixel 8a has a dual camera setup, with a 64-megapixel main cam and a 13-megapixel ultrawide. Photos from the main cam come out at 16 megapixels due to pixel binning. They're excellent. They have abundant detail and a natural look with balanced sharpness. The colors are vibrant and true to life, and the dynamic range is pretty wide. There's no noise either. Photos of people come out nicely, though the portrait mode could have been better. The edge detection is far from ideal, and there's no way to control the amount of blur. While there is no dedicated telephoto cam, the 2x digital zoom from the main cam is very usable. Just the detail level is less than the regular photos. In low light, the photos get some night mode processing automatically. They have an exposure that's slightly brighter than reality. They have a good amount of detail, the noise is tolerable, and the colors are nicely saturated. The dynamic range is quite good. The 2x zoomed photos are still good, but with significantly less detail. Now let's check out the ultrawide cam's 13 megapixel photos, which are among the best around for this sort of camera. They're detailed and sharp with a natural look. The colors are realistic, and the dynamic range is wide. The corners are well processed too. At night, the ultrawide camera saves good photos in most cases. There is enough detail, and the colors are realistic. Some photos may come out a bit overexposed though. Selfies come from the 13 megapixel front-facing cam, and you have the choice of 2 zoom levels. The quality is great from the wide selfies. They have good enough detail with natural rendition, low noise, accurate colors, and wide dynamic range. The 1.4x zoomed selfies are basically a crop and upscale over the wide ones. Finally, we get into the video quality. The 4K videos from both the main and the ultrawide cameras are superb. They offer rich detail, adequate dynamic range, no noise, and accurate colors. The rendition is wonderful with balanced sharpness, making everything look natural. The electronic stabilization works great to smooth out footage across all the cameras, and we have no complaints. Finally, the main camera's low-light videos have enough detail, realistic exposure, and natural colors. The footage is a bit underexposed, and dynamic range could be better. So there you have it. The Google Pixel 8a brings a compact and no-nonsense design, a bright OLED screen, a clean software experience with AI-based features, and 7 years of support from Google. And last but not least, the camera experience here is excellent. There are downsides like the sluggish charging and heavy thermal throttling of the chipset, which isn't a top performer to begin with. But maybe the most obvious downside at launch is the price. The 8a should be the cheapest new Pixel, but it's actually about the same price as the Pixel 8. When its price does go down though, the Pixel 8a is worth recommending if you're looking for a compact phone with nice cameras and software features. Thanks for watching guys. If you're looking for alternatives, you can check out our reviews of the Samsung Galaxy S24 and the iPhone 15. Let us know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one.